Hello again. Second try. Something went off. I don't know what StreamYard seemed to be stuck on something. So no, second time. Hello again. Um, so today, Athlete, I'm going to talk about emotions because if you're like me, probably your inbox is full from spam saying, "Oh, the 10 tricks to get rid of your anxiety," or in your Facebook feed, or maybe some magazines. So there's full of tricks to get rid of your emotions. And the thing is, we're human beings. We're going to feel. That's part of the game, part of why we incarnated, I will guess. So we're going to feel. And as a society, we grew very intolerant of emotions. We grew very intolerant of feelings. So we don't feel by never, right? And there's all kinds of things now to help people get um, of feelings. Now, EFT is one of them. Maybe works or matrix printing, Sedona, all kinds of things. No, and there's nothing wrong with that. I teach some some of those tricks myself, so there's nothing wrong with that. But when we know that we don't have to be afraid of our emotions, we don't have to be afraid of how we feel. How much better is that than to use all the because we have also a tendency to look for a cause. I'm feeling this way. Could it be anxiety or anger or sadness or whatever? I'm feeling like this because of. But I'm feeling this way, period. End of story. Because whatever will go after the because will be a story. Because by the time we aware our feelings, we haven't seen the trigger. Okay, our subconscious mind is way too fast, picks up all kinds of details that our conscious mind doesn't, and by the time you're aware of the feeling, you'll miss the trigger. So whatever that will go after the because will be a story enough. Okay, so there's no need to find a trigger. There's no afraid of what you're feeling because, like I said, it's kind of part of part of life. And in some cases, it's also a good thing that we feel. No, when you feel the anxiety, it's there to remind you that you're maybe making a future, a catastrophic future, as that that's what you're feeling. It's just there to remind you, to bring you back in the present moment and stop thinking about the catastrophic future that you've made up in the first place, right? So we're going to feel, and the beauty of feelings, in a sense, is that is temporary. It's kind of the weather of the moment. So right now you have some weather, whatever the weather happens to be. And there's some research has been done that says that an emotion lasts only 90 seconds. That's it, that's all, right? To feel it longer, we have to re-trigger ourselves. We have to keep thinking about it. What makes me feel this way? How come I feel this way? How long am I going to feel this way? I don't want to feel this way. And we just put more attention into it. And guess what? It's going to last longer. Or sometimes what we resist persists. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel this. No, 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 no. And what we resist persists. But when we let it go through us, it's going to go much more quickly. You know? Yes. have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable for a short little while, but that's it, a short little while, only a few minutes. No, you're not going to die from it. Go through you much more quickly. So if you're not afraid of it, it will go through you way more. Or try to manage your circumstances or try to control other people in order not to feel. How much more freeing is that? And whatever emotions, like ever, let's say there's no because whatever the because is, not only it's a story, but it's made up by ourselves because there's no emotion. It's all generated from inside of us, 100%. It will be go through us and generated according to our beliefs, our values, our experiences, the way we feel at that moment, if you're happy or not, that the same events will have a different connotation. And by the time you goes through those lenses, then you feel that. But that part is generated inside of you 100%. Not because Joe said something or Jeanette did something. No. Know that you don't have to be afraid of it. That is temporary because our default, believe it or not, is peace. Here with the system, we go back to peace. And probably for a longer term, because like I said, if you don't resist it, it doesn't have to, but you persist. So maybe you another way to let it go through you and feel the peace afterward. And that's all I had time to tell you today. And as usual, if you want to work with me or have more information, you can write me at info@martinebresson.com or phone me at 819 205 6670. And probably chat with you tomorrow. Cheers.